The following is a short tutorial on how to use the content browser inside of D2L. The content browser is a very powerful tool as it allows you to store your files in an organized fashion. To access the content browser, just click on the word content browser and you'll show up in an area that looks like this. One of the most important parts of this area is right here under Table of Contents. You'll see that under the Table of Contents we have two modules set up, Media Literacy and D2L Startup Package. In D2L they consider these modules, but they're very much like folders. To create a new module or folder, simply click here. So for instance, if I wanted a math folder, I would click there and hit enter. And as you can see, the math folder is created up here. And now if I wanted to have subfolders, so say number sense, I could create a subfolder by just creating it here. And you can create multiple subfolders under each one. And you'll note that now that I have these folders created, it allows me to insert different types of files via this menu. One nice part about using the content browser is that it allows you to drag and drop. So for instance, if I open my Finder up and find some documents that I'd like to bring in, it's simply, you can just select the folders that you want and just drag them over when this space turns green and just release them, and it will drop those in quickly into here, and now you'll have access to them each time you come into D2L. Please note that the folders come in different types. You can bring in PDFs, Word files, you can also bring in images, audio files, videos, etc. into the content browser. Another nice feature about using the content browser is the ability to publish and draft modules and submodules. So for instance, if I want to be the only one who can see this math module, I can just simply click this over and draft it. You see when I draft it over here under the module, it will say draft. But I also have the option to, if I click on bulk edit, to draft off certain files and leave others published. So for instance, if I wanted this one drafted and that one published, then when the user came in, they would only see this file and they would not see this file as long as this folder was published. When I'm done with that, I just click Done Editing. Some other things to note about using the content browser is moving files. These three lines on the left hand side of the modules allow you to drag them and move them above and below. If you drag them and the file you're hovering over turns orange, that means that it will put that module inside that module, making it a submodule. The one other thing is if you want to delete a module, you would click on the module. So say for instance math, and I wanted to remove this module, I could delete the module all at one time by just clicking on delete and then permanently delete it. The final thing I'd like to show you with regards to content is how to link your news items to content. So if we go back to our home and we create a new news item, we're going to just call this test. We can now go to this quick link button, and the quick link button links us to all the tools within D2L. So there's our content browser tool. Inside content browser will give us the different folders that have been created. So D2L startup package. Now I have a choice of all of the content within that folder to connect to. So for instance, if I wanted to connect to logging in and navigating D2L video, you'll see that whatever that video was named as is what it will be titled as in here. I can then publish it. If we go back to the home page, when the user comes in and sees that post, if they click on here, they'll be instantly connected to the content within the content folder, which is logging in and navigating D2L, in which they could watch it in this window. So that is a quick tutorial on how to use the content browser within D2L.